Well, good afternoon everybody. We're into week 3 of the lockdown. It's Easter Saturday, and you're probably wondering what I'm doing sitting here in a different venue. It's not a different venue, it's the same venue. I'm just in my garden, and I'm about to take you on a little journey and show you what I've been doing in the past week since the short hair that you saw on the last video. So come and join me, and I'll take you into the studio. So many of you probably don't know, but I have been a yoga teacher and practitioner for most of my life until I took a hiatus about 4 years ago. And this used to be the yoga studio, and we used to have weekend yoga retreats. And in the past week I've reinvented myself, and I've changed from being a frustrated sailor in lockdown to a yoga coach. So I've revamped this whole space, and you can see I've got a lot of interesting posters: healing with the chakra energy system, the autonomic nervous system, underneath here, autonomic nervous system, as you can see. Then we come along here, I've got spinal nerves, I've got the nervous system, I've got the skeletal system, I've got the muscular system. And these are some of my qualifications from 1980 when I came back from Germany in Hamburg. And I joined the Yoga Teachers Fellowship, a personal fitness trainer in 2002, and membership of the Yoga Teachers Fellowship. And loads of, you can see lots of what's happening with the neck, with the shoulders, with the back, with the tummy, etc., etc. So you can see I do a lot of remedial teaching. So it's quite important to know your body. So the big mistake I made 4 years ago was when I gave up teaching, I stopped doing yoga as well. And although I was very active with the school, as I was saying, although I was very active with the school, with the sailing school, I neglected my yoga practice, and my body has suffered. All my active years have caught up with me, from over 30 years of running medium to long distances, 15 years of hang gliding with numerous accidents, and so on. And of course the body takes its toll. So I decided that I was going to concentrate on remedial yoga. So we've got another two weeks of lockdown, 3 weeks actually, 2.5 weeks of lockdown. It's been extended to the end of April. And I've been practicing over the last 2 weeks, and I'm going to be doing one-on-one remedial teaching, specifically helping people with injuries, because I'm using my own body as a very good tool. So I'll show you videos from time to time and go through the gamut of a yoga practice, but with care and consideration to your bodily injuries. Just to complete the charts, the hip and the knee, we all have. I don't think anybody who's over 50, certainly over 60, doesn't have hip or knee problems or arthritis, joint inflammation of some sorts. That's a chart on the respiratory system, etc. Just as an aside, I've got loads of birds in my garden. These are the garden birds, and I've got all the various birds here, quite useful. And then the last chart that I've got is the holistic spine associations and reflected areas. And as you can see, loads of poses. These are just some of them. I've got loads more that I'm going to be putting up on this in these areas. Loads more of posters of poses. I come from an Iyengar background. I did 3 years intensive study in the Iyengar method and qualified level 1 in Halifax in Canada when I spent 2 years in Canada there towards the end of the 1999, 1998, 99, 2000, when I came back in 2001. So yes, I have a wealth of experience, and as you can see, the space is beautiful. If you look outside, I've got numerous bird feeders, and I have a huge variety of birds in the garden hanging all around. So it's been a very productive week, and I hope you'll join me with doing some yoga, and particularly remedial yoga. So as I said, I'm going to concentrate on yoga over 50s, over 60s, and over 70s. And you'll see how the lack of yoga has affected me in the last 4 or 5 years. But there's a whole lot of posters here still. You can see that I'm going to be still putting up. And of course, people with injuries, you will never be able to attain those poses. But Iyengar was so wonderful. I owe my whole yoga life really to the teachings of Mr. Iyengar. And his attention to detail in doing the correct alignment of the body in the poses is absolutely vitally important, especially now with remedial yoga. So my injuries are slowly being healed by means of doing remedial yoga. So I hope you'll come and join me, and we'll go on a journey together. So I mentioned remedial yoga for the over 50s, 60s and 70s. Yoga therapy and things like meditation and breathing and relaxation techniques. But the other thing that I want to develop is also boat yoga. I'm still very active as a yacht master with my sailing school from the Royal Cape Town Sailing Academy. And once the lockdown is over and we can get back to sailing, I obviously want to show people how they can work at keeping themselves healthy and fit on the boat. We get lots of action on the boat, but a lot of it is just upper body strength. But we neglect our knees, we neglect our ankles, we neglect our joints, our hips, our legs, etc. So I'll be showing you things that you can do, even if you're struggling with mobility, as I am, that you can do. So it's been a huge wake-up call for me, the fact that I took this hiatus from yoga when I stopped teaching at the gym, where I was an instructor for donkey's years actually, and needed a break. The sailing school was really busy at the time, couldn't cope with doing my yoga as well. And I made the mistake of not only cancelling my teaching, but I cancelled my own practice with disastrous consequences. So there is nowhere that I can do a normal yoga class. I quite openly admit that. My knees, my hips, my legs, my calves, my hamstrings, my quads, my back, you name it, have taken serious strain. And it's only in the last 2 weeks that I've been doing regular daily practice but from a yoga therapy point of view, because I need to be careful at not to injure my knees any further, etc., and to do poses that help me and don't make it worse. So you need to bring a lot of awareness to your practice, and I hope that I can impart some of that wisdom to you through videos and through the website. I shall have the old website, which was called the yogacoach.co.za, will be back in operation from next week, probably towards the end of next week. So that will be end of week 3 of the lockdown period. So I'll let you know once it's up and running, and you can go and have a look there. And please feel free to contact me if you have any specific injuries, any specific problems. I'd like to work on a barter system where some classes I'll give for free, advice I'll give for free. I will help people with their problems in the local community here in Fisherhaven, and also on the boat. It's important. So I hope you have enjoyed the end of the 2nd and into the 3rd week of lockdown here in South Africa, and let's hope all this pain and suffering that we're going through will be worth it in the end. So I think the whole rule of Ubuntu is going to be quite important in South Africa. We need to work with each other. Doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor, or white or purple or blue or black, or what, doesn't make no difference. We're all in the same boat, literally. So we each need to do our bit. Okay, have a happy day and have a happy Easter, and we'll see you in the next chapter. Bye. So I just want to show you a completed product. I put up that curtain today, so the kayaks are hidden, and as you can see, this is just a quick 360-degree sweep. Outside garden, and back to where we were before. So you can see how lovely the studio looks now.